We are back, and it was just that. It was the mouse. It was the mouse. Um, Hold on. Is it not charged up? Hold on. My fan not working. Hmm. That's not it. Oh well. It is what it is. We gotta keep it moving. Hey Ariel, how are you? How you doing? Teresa, thank you so much. Hey Poppy. All right, so we finished client number 1 and then hit a roadblock when I realized my mouse is just done. So I got a new one. It matches my laptop and it works very well how a mouse should work. So we're good. We can resume starting with client number 2. Okay. I'm late because I had to respond to a few emails that I got while I was out getting the new mouse. But let's get started. All right, I'm closing the list up in 30 minutes. All right, let's get started on client number 2. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Okay. All right. All right, number 2, thank you so much for booking with me. I hope all is well. Let's get into your 3-question reading. Okay. Your first question is mediumship a part of your path right now, or is it something else that you should focus on first? Let's see. Spirit guides, what should my client be focusing on right now, whether it's in spirit or in flesh? What is it that she should be working on right now? Okay, it's alluding to mediumship. Do you have the gift? Yes. Are you ready to use it responsibly? Nope. It's more. It's more than just being a medium, because you get all type of energy, like being a police officer or someone that's an athlete. You have to train for those type of jobs. You'll get different people, different personalities, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, and you got to be able to handle that. It's good to know that you can communicate with the other side, but after the communication, then what? You know what I'm saying? After the communication, then what? If you don't know how to handle those types of personalities and energies, I mean, you easy prey. So you need to build up your spiritual strength. And I know people get tired of me saying this, but through prayer and meditation. Just like when you're like dealing with politics or socializing, usually people introduce you into a certain crowd, or they introduce you, get to know one person and they introduce you to different things. That's like the spiritual realm. Some people connect with their ancestors, some people connect with their with angels, and you go from there. I hope that's making sense. Yeah. You got the Five of Cups, the Four of Swords in reverse, the Tower upright, and the King of Pentacles. So yeah, you have the gift, but you're not ready for it. If you were to do something right now with the knowledge that you have so far, you'll get yourself in a bad situation with towers. You need to work on protection and building relationships with spirits that can help you grow. That's how it works, respectfully. You do that through prayer and meditation, and meditating when you talk, speaking with your heart, because you can't fool the spirit. They wrote the book on a lot of this stuff that the best of us are doing. So be sincere, be honest. They'll see straight through you, whether good or bad. First thing you want to do is build a relationship with your angel or ancestors, and then work on protection. And after you work on protection, then what's likely to happen is you'll get into mediumship and whatever else they want you to do, or you're gifted to do, whatever your abilities are, and go from there. People move too fast and don't think about the precautions. That's why I don't advise people to do spell work themselves, especially love work, things like that, because it can backfire and just have you in a worse situation than you were in prior to the work. There's a lot of stuff that is online that people try to guide you through. Like, I know a girl that thought she was calling on an angel, and she was calling on a demon. She was reciting like different words in Latin, and it was really for a demon. And she almost killed herself. Lost her job, her relationships, everything, because she didn't know what she was doing. And people be so hungry and so anxious to have change and have power. What does the Bible say? People die, they perish from their lack of knowledge. They perish from their lack of knowledge, but they also grow, with that, if they have the right knowledge. And to have the right knowledge takes patience, relationships, period. So I don't want to preach to the choir. I just want to make sure you understand that that's important. That is more important than people say it is. Okay. What should my client be focusing on practically right now? From a spiritual standpoint, I think I covered that. You know what you need to do. But I'm going to see what you need to be focusing on from a practical standpoint. You got the Two of Pentacles and the Sun. You're going to have to learn how to do two things at once. Learn how to juggle, for a better term. Learn how to prioritize things to get one thing done while you're maintaining another. This could be working, going to school, working, doing your spiritual maintenances and exercises. They want you to hold down one aspect of your life while focusing on something else. You can do two things at once, or manage two things at once. So they want you to focus on your organization skills and prioritizing stuff, because it's going to bring a lot of happiness into your life. You got the Two of Pentacles and the Sun. It's worth you doing the juggling. It's worth you putting in the work to get it done, because it's going to pay off tremendously. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. So it's something that you need to do practical wise in your waking life and, you know, in your everyday life. In order to get you ahead or to get you where you want to go, you have to maintain one thing while focusing on that other thing. And it'll be one of the best decisions you ever made in your life. It's going to bring you the most happiness and success. What can you clarify the Two of Pentacles? What are you referring to, Spirit? Strength. So it's something that you don't want to do. King of Cups, but it came out in reverse. Six of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Swords in reverse. This could be some type of relationship or some type of hobby that gives you some type of physical, maybe even romantic or emotional fulfillment, but it is getting in the way of your productivity. It's a person, place, or thing, as this King of Cups and Queen of Swords in reverse alludes to. The Six of Wands talks about success, but you have to give that success attention. Are you giving a person, place, or thing more attention than your goals and, you know, things that you need to do to build up your success? The Wheel of Fortune talks about fate and destiny, but you can be responsible for changing the trajectory of your destiny if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So it's time to prioritize family, friends, fun over business. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to business, you need to start prioritizing business over family, friends, fun, and relationships that really ain't going nowhere. That's going to require strength. I feel like it's alluding to discipline. Yep. And like someone said in the comments, fasting, prayer, and meditation. But what they didn't say is it's more than one way to fast. Ramadan, the Muslims, they fast by not eating for, I think, 12 hours, something like that. That when people say fast, that's the first thing they think about: food, starving. That is one way to control your flesh, but another way is sex. Not having sex. You know, so that's okay. My point is, I had to step up and say that nobody 5, 3, 6, 7, because people should be listening to me. But sometimes people be in the comments, just be taking advice from everybody. And I try to like help people. I don't want your feedback or anybody's feedback to confuse my people. You do know what you're talking about, but I'm just going a little bit more in depth. Thank you. So sorry about that. Let's see. Judgment. Making better choices. Focus on making better choices, cutting some people off, and staying committed to your practical goals and spending less time with your friends. The spirits are going to reveal to you that a lover or a friend is really not for you. You'll be blessed if you work hard to get to accomplish some type of goal that you want, that you're aiming for, but you're not going about it as serious as you should. You're going to have to work twice as hard or maintain one thing while working on that. Kind of like how somebody starts a business, but they keep their job. They work on their business when they get off work. You know, something like that. You're going to have to do two things at once. And strength is more so about discipline than strength. And I guess discipline is a form of strength. So, yeah. Let's go to your last question. No, your second question. What do your guides want you to know about protecting your energy at home and at work? Okay. What does Spirit need my client to know when it comes to protecting her home and workplace? Goodness gracious. The first card that flipped over is saying everything. Yeah. Yeah. So this is a part 2 of what came out in your first reading. Remember I said you need to cut some people off and prioritize your time on more essential things, more tangible things. You got the World in reverse coming out as your first card. There's relationships and environments that you should have been left with the World in reverse, but you're still there. You have the Knight of Swords. You're around toxicity. The Knight of Swords is in reverse. So you're dealing with people that's confrontational, toxic, things of that nature. You have the Eight of Swords. You're stuck in your head. You feel trapped and restricted in your current circumstances. And like I said, this is part 2 to what came out in your last reading, your last question. You want things done, but you're not taking the steps to get it done. It's saying it. Then you have the Devil, which talks about bad habits, toxic people, being stubborn, being stuck in a certain mindset, being with toxic, controlling people that plays a part in you not elevating. All of that. And that is another thing that came out. I said there's a friend, family, or lover that's holding you back. That's not even your real, that don't even really like you like that. I'm gonna say they don't like you, but maybe not love you to the extent you want them to. Somebody is fake around you, and they will be exposed by spirit. Your card in the middle talks about the Hangman. What are you willing to sacrifice? It's more, it's talking more in depth from what came out in your last question. What and who are you willing to sacrifice so that you can thrive? Have that peace of mind, have that new start where you can build on your finances, credit, or whatever. Have just a better life. This is another thing that the spirits will help you do through consistent prayer and meditation. They're going to help you clean house before you bring over guests and, do anything else. But if you want new furniture, they're going to help you clean out the crevices of your living room and take that old furniture out before some new ones come in. It's the same thing. It's the same analogy. You need to look at things from a different perspective so that you'll understand the sacrifice and why it's necessary. Hangman also talks about you looking at things from a different perspective and altogether the right perspective. You want change, but you don't want to, you want the same old people and mindset to come with you, and they're not. Either you stay where you at or you go and evolve, because you won't be able to do both. I hope that's making sense. Yeah. It's another way of fasting. No, I like my new life. I mean, I like my old life. Why can't I just have, all the accolades from the new cycle and stay here? You can't fight. You can't surrender to your flesh. Our mindset is part of our flesh. Gotta let it go. This could involve a fixed sign: Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Gemini, Capricorn. There you go. So if you change your environment, thus your protection. You want to change the circumstances around you when that might not be the thing for you. You need to change your circumstances and leave that shit behind, leave them people behind, leave that job behind and start looking somewhere else. Because it seems like your job and people are holding you back. What would be the outcome if my client started looking for a new job right now? You'll end up going into another field to make decent money and be happy in your environment. You got the Ten of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Emperor in reverse, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and Death. It's a total change when it comes to like what you'll be doing with your career path. Let me see. This could also be alluding to a transitional job, a job with transitional skills. So transitional means like you will go into a new job where some of the responsibilities you are aware of because you likely did it at your old job or somewhere else, but some of the responsibilities and tasks you're unaware of, so that's what makes it transitional. You can do this, but can't do that. And here's the thing. Everybody gets trained the way that the company sees fit. So you could have an expertise that they're looking for, but if you don't do it in the way they train you to do it, it may not be considered done right. So don't look at it like it's intimidating or overwhelming. But I do see you going into a different field with transitional skills. You got butterfly for sudden change, movement, fun work, temp job. So yeah, you start applying for a position, you'll get one sooner than what you think. It's going to catch you off guard. Like you could send your resume to a company that you like or that you're interested in and think they ain't gonna call me back, and they actually send you an email and call you back. So be ready whenever you do it. You got hand, crowned, and gold. Yep. Help getting a job, financial assistance, manifesting money, and reaching goals. Then you have overcoming obstacles, power play, owner, boss, taking charge, making progress with crown here. So you have the chance to, when you get your new job, to be promoted and steady move up in the company. You may have aspirations to be a business owner. That can be possible as well. But you also have gold for long-term position and satisfying work, as well as investments, integrity, solid finances, just being stable. But it's like you can't have something both ways. Somebody got to go so you can give yourself a chance to focus and invest your energy in the right things. And they want you to try harder to change your circumstances. Start looking around and don't be scared to cut people off. If you need help with this, I suggest you start praying and meditating right now and ask the spirits to guide you towards the best steps for a better job and for, better people surrounding you while you build a relationship with them. And I'm telling you, that's going to be the first thing they do. They fix what's wrong before they move on to, what's right, whatever. They fix what's wrong first. Oh, that's what I have. Your third question is, what is one thing you need to know or do in your life right now to support yourself? I think I just said a whole list of things that you can do right now to support yourself throughout your reading. But let's see what else comes out. Two of Swords in reverse, the Moon, the Five of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. These are interesting cards. They want you to focus more on yourself. Jot down your goals or the things that you're trying to accomplish and create small goals up under that to reach it. Work on your intuition. You are intuitive. The moon is here and it talks about that. You also need to work on your protection of your astral body. Yeah, your spirit guides want you to work with them sooner rather than later. They want you to build up more on your confidence. Be more disciplined with your finances. You feel restricted. with the Five of Pentacles here, as if you can only do so much. That's not necessarily true. Building a relationship with your spirit guides will open up your mind and open you up to better opportunities, for sure. That is a fact. Reckoning. Don't be afraid to surrender to spirit and let go of certain people, places, and things. Get out of your head when it comes to getting ready to do something, and just do it. And they want you to be more committed to the things that you want to do, as far as like goals and productive things that make you happy, all of that. You don't believe in yourself a lot. I think you getting into a relationship with your spirit guides will definitely help your mind. It'll help your mind, your heart, your confidence, and it'll help you grow into the, into being very powerful with your gifts. Be prepared for drama when you're getting ready to cut people off. Be prepared to give an offering. They're not giving you practical steps. I keep seeing somebody like massaging another person's mind or head or something, giving somebody a head massage. It's something to do with your thoughts, your mind. Then you got the mirror. It's about reflection. And the reaped God. The reaped God talks about karma, whether for good or for bad. But it seems like they're trying to help you get out of a stagnancy so you can break some type of pattern of stagnation and do better. Do way beyond what you expected to do. They're trying to help you get out of some type of mentality that's holding you back. Let me see. Okay. Last message. Yeah. Yep, you are psychic and intuitive. You got psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Please start connecting with your spirit guides as soon as possible. You got dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. So a distant friend, likely the people that are around you or accessible to you are not your best friends. You have some work to do, but your spirit guides will be with you. You got firecracker for excitement. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So your expectations may not be, I don't want to say realistic, but what you thought. But it seems like you are on the right path right now and things are just moving slow. You got Valley here for deep personal strength. Strength and came out again. That assures success. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Remember the Two of Pentacles, you juggling something, doing one thing while maintaining another. This has something to do with strength and the Valley. And they're going to help you with the situation with a man, relationship with a man. Your intuition is going to be very beneficial to you once you learn how to control it and strengthen it and use it properly. All right. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much for booking with me, and you have a good evening. Bye. Okay. We on client number 3. All right, let's get started on client number 3. Okay. All right, I'm going to close the segment now. So whoever joins will have to join tomorrow's segment. Okay. All right, number 3, thank you so much for booking with me. I hope all is well. Let's get into your reading. You want to know, will you and JD have a better opportunity to enjoy each other's company and hit it off? Okay, let's see. Yes. Yes. I don't know if this is like a same-sex relationship or not, or if it's like two masculine people, but yes, you got the King of Cups upright and the King of Wands upright. Yes, you definitely will have a chance to hit it off. Give me, please, more insight on how they're going to hit it off. So yes, your answer is yes, absolutely. But we're going to dig in a little deeper and see what's to come. Knight of Cups, upright. This is what flew out. So some type of, this is romantic. This is a romantic person. A romantic interest. Sorry about that. Ace of Swords in reverse. 8 of Swords upright. One of y'all may be lying to the other one to like spare themselves of embarrassment or being ashamed or something. One of you are trapped in fear about a situation and is not telling the whole truth to each other. So you or them. You got the Ace of Swords in reverse. That's somebody that's purposely hiding the truth, not telling the whole truth, not being completely honest. And why is the 8 of Swords? Because it's embarrassing. I don't know if this person is lying about going to jail or having a rap sheet or the things that are on that rap sheet, because the 8 of Swords can be a card of jail, incarceration. I don't like that. I don't like that. So it's good that it's going in your way to the degree in the sense of y'all being able to hit it off. But we need to find out who the hell this person is to see if it's even worth it. Give me more about the energy of this connection. I don't like it. You got divine timing, patience required, trust in the process, perfect timing when it's meant to be. You got catfish pretending to be someone else online. I told you that this person is lying about something. Somebody lying about something. Pretending to be someone else online, fake profile, deceptive energies. I'm not who you think I am. Yeah. Then you got recharge, mental rest, emotional recovery, taking a break, come back stronger. Listen, I know that you're into this person. I know that you guys like each other. You know, you like this person. I mean, you're getting a reading on them. But there's more to this person than what meets the eye. They come with baggage. They are toxic as hell. They're lying about who they really are with catfish. It's not necessarily the looks, it's everything. They're lying about their life. And you may not want to believe this, but with divine timing, you're going to know. You're going to know. You're going to find out. What does my client, hold on. What's the T on JD? Because it's something, you know, this person is pretending, fake, lying about something. Hold on. What's the T on JD? Copycat, investigating. I don't like it. Copycat, investigating. What secrets is JD hiding from my client that could potentially cause harm, hurt, disappointment? I know this is not what you want to hear, but if you're going to be dealing with this person, you need to know certain things so you can be aware and cautious. A situation is about to explode. Shit is about to pop off up in flames. What is this person not telling my client? Outdated. Keeping you a secret. Outdated, keeping you a secret, and game over. Oh, they're going to string you along. You'll be able to hit it, engage in some way, but they're not taking you serious like you're taking them. They're morphing into what they think you like with copycat while learning a lot about you because they know that you're into them with investigating. They have another partner, and at some point, things are going to escalate and it's going to be some type of dangerous confrontation with the situation is about to explode and game over. They're going to lie to you about a relationship. Expired, disused, old news, discarded, outdated. Oh, that's my ex. That's this. We're not together. When they fucking like a motherfucker, they still together. This they're lying about another person. So you're going to be dragged into being a third party and don't even know it. And there's consequences that come with that. Their partner that they're hiding from you is batshit crazy. Please be careful. Please be careful. All right. Second question, given the wide salary range, is the midpoint of a realistic salary? Is the midpoint a realistic salary to expect, either in the initial offer or through negotiation? Okay, let's see. That's a good question. Spirit guides, please reveal in two different piles, the offer and what can be expected via negotiation. Okay, let me see. Ace of Swords in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Cups upright. They feel like they can just make you an offer that's less than what you want with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. And they feel like they can lie to you and tell you something about the fiscal budget, what they can afford, and you'll take it because you love working there, Queen of Cups. They're going to try to lowball you if you just accept. The offer that they give you is going to be less than what you want. I'm just going to tell you that now. It's going to be less than what you want. Let's see. What about if my client negotiates? Then what? What would the offer be like then? What would the negotiation salary be like then? Let's see. Sun in reverse, Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so how they're looking at it is, if we're going to pay this person more money, we're going to work them like a damn horse. Your negotiation will be way more successful than what they're offering you. You'll get the money with the Nine of Pentacles. But with the Eight of Swords upright, you're going to feel like you live at work. You're going to have a lot of different responsibilities, more than what you have now. And you'll be happy with the money, but Sun in reverse, you won't be able to enjoy it like that unless when you're on vacation. So there's a pay bump, but not what you expect for the same task and responsibilities that you currently have. If you negotiate a rate, a salary, you will get it, but you'll get a load of different tasks and responsibilities as well. That's what I have. All right. Thank you so much for booking with me. I appreciate you, and you have a good day. Bye. Okay. Let's go to client number 4. Okay. All right, client number 4. Thank you so much for booking with me. Your question is, what important messages does your spirit guides and ancestors have to relay to you for your highest good moving forward? Okay. All right, brace yourself. You got the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Cups upright. You keep going back to people that don't care for you. You keep helping the ungrateful. You keep making excuses and over accommodating people that, don't have your best interest at heart. And they want you to stop that. You cut them off for your highest good. You'll have a more peaceful life. You'll have more money. You'll have better emotional health, mental health, and won't be so drained by people and their BS. This could involve I heard Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I wanted to say Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, as well as Libra and Aquarius. They want you to cut off the dead weight, period. And these are not people that you can just wipe your hands of easily. With the Queen of Cups showing up, these are people that you care about. But that's not the question. The spirits already said that you care about them. The fact of the matter is, spirit is alluding to them not caring about you. And you can't feel guilty doing this. You keep going back to a situation or going back to a person that is not good for you. Let's see what your next message is. The moon, the emperor, and the page of wands. Can you clarify this moon? Uh-oh. Are you married? There's a father figure or spouse here with the emperor that's hiding a relationship and a child. There's a father figure here that's hiding a relationship with the and a child. You got the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Cups clarifying the moon. Oh God. There's something that you need to know about a child that you have. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody that's very strong and hyper independent, and everything falls on the Queen of Pentacles. You may see a different side from the child's father in the future. You may have to do a lot of stuff on your own. Tell me about the Emperor, please. The Five of Wands. I don't like it. The Two of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Wands. They want to prepare you for some type of relationship quarrel, some type of drama in a relationship, and it does involve a child. You're not going to feel like you get the support and help that you need. You're going to feel like you have to compete and beg and have a damn temper tantrum for your partner to step up. There's 2 pages here. There's 2 kids here. I feel like one is yours and the other one, maybe not. I'm just going to be honest with you, maybe not. Why does my client need to know this besides the obvious reason? Oh, God. The Eight of Swords, the Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Magician. Because this relationship or connection may be over with, or marriage, and you need to start mentally and emotionally preparing yourself for this. They don't want you tied into a relationship that's going to hurt you and that's full of secrets and lies and manipulation with the Magician in reverse. They want you to have more confidence in yourself so you can know and understand for a fact that life goes on when the shit hits the fan with this situation I just picked up on. Oh, gosh. This ain't good. This ain't good. But you need to know for the greatest good. Your spirit guides don't want you in a relationship that's going to cause pain and neglect. And I know this is not what you wanted to hear because you love whoever or whatever the circumstances involved. But they don't love you in the same way. They don't love you in the same way. I'm sorry. Hold on. What's the T in my client's love life or life in general, please? I don't want to just subject it to love, but that's the strongest message that's coming out of it. It's like you being taken advantage, played with, lied to by somebody that don't deserve you. And they're about to change. They're about to show their true colors. And they're already hiding secrets and lies from you. I'm very sorry. Somebody got a baby. Somebody got a marriage. And you need to stand up for yourself. Standing your ground, ready for battle, defending yourself. You got it in you. This is at the bottom of the deck. You don't see this shit coming. You got keeping a promise. I feel like this is you and your partner. Then at the other side of your spread, you got keeping you a secret. So there is a third party here that's involved in marriage and possibly pregnancy. Then you got outdated, expired, disused, old news, disregarded. This is somebody old that's been around, that is not intimidated by you. And you got red lipstick stains. That indicates what I said initially. You're gonna find out. You're gonna get raw evidence that this person is a cheater. And this is like an old school hoe, like somebody that's been around for a long time, might even been around before you came around. Now, this person is not going to leave you for dead, but they're going to continue to live a double life. They're going to keep their promise to you. As far as like not leaving you, but they may not help you and be there with you when it comes to like household stuff, children, like you want them to. And there's a double life here. I'm very sorry. That's what I have. What's your closing message? 10 of Cups in reverse and the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups in reverse. It's somebody that both of y'all know is too close for comfort. It's somebody that y'all both know. It's somebody that's around that looks harmless. They work together or they have something like that. It's somebody that's too close for comfort. What are the signs that came out? Hold on. Pisces, Capricorn, and Cancer. They can have them placements, maybe not. I don't know. Good God, but that's what I have for you. I sincerely wish you the best, number 4. Thank you so much for booking with me, and I pray everything works out, you know, where you're happy when it's all said and done. God bless you and have a good day. Well, evening. All right, let's go to number 5. Hold on, I got another email. Hold on. Number 8. Number 9. Okay. This is where we left off at. Okay. Okay, let's go to client number 5. All right, number 5. Thank you so much for booking with me. I hope all is well. Let's get into your reading. So, what is important for you to know right now? Gotcha. Hmm. This is a really good spread. You got the 7 of Cups, the 8 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Sun. You have options in love coming towards you very soon. And one is like a soulmate, like a high level soulmate. This is all like good news. You got happy days, better days coming. Something significant about August and September. It could also involve a Leo or a Virgo. But yeah, you got options in love and you're going to hit it off real quick with somebody that's a high level soulmate. You're being advised to manage your money and be more, not disciplined, but what word am I looking for? Be more, yeah, I'll say disciplined when it comes to your finances. Try to spend less for the next like 3 to 4 weeks. Is there anything coming up that my client needs to know about? 4 of Cups. Some type of debt, some type of denial, some type of rejection from a financial standpoint. And you're going to need more cash on hand or money to compensate for whatever reason you're being rejected. Queen of Wands. You're going to get fed up with your current job and how much you're making. Some type of debt or promise to pay arrangement may cause some stagnation in your life when it comes to your finances. Important messages that you need to know right now pertaining to that is you're going to get an opportunity for a better job and maybe be moving. 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, that's moving for better opportunity. And you're this Queen of Wands. You need to be more confident in yourself. This position could involve you being in some role of leadership. It's going to help take a lot of burdens off you. It's going to allow you to work smarter and not harder. You have to manage other people or manage like minimum stuff. It's much easier than what you're currently doing. I want to clarify the Lovers and the Sun for you. Can you please clarify the Lovers, please? The cards that clarify the Lovers are the 9 of Wands in reverse, Magician upright, 2 of Wands in reverse, 8 of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Swords upright. Looks like you're currently seeing someone or attached to someone. that's going to show you who they really are. You will separate from this person, stop making plans with them or taking them serious, and meet somebody much better. I'm hearing fire and earth. The new person could be fire and earth. Tell me about the sun, please, for my client, on what she needs to know, important messages that she needs to know. Knight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah, this is all good energy. Yeah, your finances are about to reach another level. It's linked to your job, leveling up at work. You're about to be really, really happy and have a lot of energy. There's some type of body transformation, body makeover that I'm seeing as well. Good for you. Good for you. Is there anything that my client needs to look out for? Because this is all good news. Is there anything that my client needs to look out for? Oh, okay. The Seven of Swords in reverse, Temperance, and the Tower in reverse. You got a confession coming. You got a confession coming. It can involve a Sagittarius, a Scorpio, or an Aquarius. Somebody feels guilty, and all you've been is nice to them and kind to them. They feel guilty about something, and their confession is gonna avoid some type of disaster between you and them, with the Tower in reverse. But there will be some type of consequence or a boomerang effect that will let you know maybe this ain't the right person for you. Maybe you need to cut that off. Yeah. The Ace of Swords. They're going to tell you the truth, hoping that you forgive them off general, just off the strength of them being honest with you. And you should forgive them, but cut them off. Let them walk out the door thinking that y'all still cool, and don't talk to them no more. Because if they do it once, they'll do it again. This is something that's already happened. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right, that's what I have for you. I sincerely wish you the best. Thank you so much for booking with me, and you have a good day. Bye. Okay. Number 7. We need to go to number 6 now. We're about halfway done. All right, let's go to client number 6. All right. Client number 6, thank you so much for booking with me. I hope all is well. Let's get into your reading. You have 3 questions. Thank you. Things at your job been crazy. Okay. You want to know if your job will be okay given the backstory, or if there's fear that your job may be in trouble. You want to know what's going on with the way things are going right now, and how will it affect you and the company. Let's see. How will the changes at my client's company affect her? The Four of Wands, it won't affect you at all. And when I was shuffling, the Ace of Pentacles popped out. Well, tried to pop out, but I put it back in the deck. The Four of Wands is your card. It's actually not going to affect you. They might be letting some people go, but it won't be you. Do they plan on letting other people go? Death in reverse. No. Wheel of Fortune. Something's going to turn around. Greed may have a part to play, but not in its totality. There's strategies and things that they're doing to move, to shift the company in a promising direction. Even though they've made changes that have seemed to affect some things, they're also ending relationships and replacing them with better relationships. They're in the middle of a transition where they're ending contracts and relationships connected to those contracts to establish new work relationships with more stable, evolving companies. There's also somebody at your job that's high up that does not practice the best business practices, ethical business practices. Is anything going to happen to this person? And you do have greed here at the Five of Swords in reverse, trying to win at all costs, even if it hurts themselves. But it's somebody up top that's going to get fired. It's somebody at up top that's going to get exposed. And you're going to have to cut them off too, along with everybody else, because they've used their power to manipulate, and they play the strongest part in greed. It's a man. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, somebody is resigning or getting fired. I feel like they're getting fired. It's a man that's higher up, and it don't have anything to do with you. Is it somebody that my client reports to? Oh, I'm hearing it's someone that your boss reports to. It's someone that your boss reports to. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. What does the blank, blank, blank? A, think about you. Let's see. What does A think about my client at work? Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords, the Tower, Death in reverse, Six of Wands in reverse, Four of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ten of Cups. Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. They genuinely appreciate your work ethic and who you are as a human being at work. They want you to be more confident when you're speaking or presenting in some way, something that you do verbally, something that you do physically, verbally. They could tell that you're nervous or unsure of yourself, but you work really, really hard. They think that you may be anxious about something. They see longevity with you. And although you get recognition for a lot of things, you don't let it go to your head, and they like that. A thinks that you're afraid of change sometimes, and they're going to keep giving you curveballs in the sense of throwing you in different projects unexpectedly, because they want you to get comfortable in this being like a common thing for you. They have plans for you. This person has plans for you in the future. And they're currently preparing you for it by throwing you in different projects and assignments. He thinks you're really, really nice and down to earth as well. All right, let's see. What else? What else? How else does A see my client at work? Wow. What came out is heart. He supports you. And he loves you being there. The card talks about being supported, counselor, guide, having a job you love. He loves you being there. And heart also talks about emotional spending and people that's in their feelings. So A may like you on a personal level too, beyond your work relationship. They like you as a human being. He thinks that you have some type of spiritual power on you. It's something unique about you. It's a silent power. It's like a quiet power. He likes it. Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. Some just told me spiral. That's really good. It talks about promotion, connections, upward trend, climbing the ladder, revisiting a job. This talks about promotions. So that's really good to know. This person, when they think of the future of the company, they think of you as well. So that's good. What's the T on you at work? All right, let's see. What's the T on my client at work? I put 3 piles together. And they're so different. All of them are so different. You'll see what I mean when I clarify. Ha! All right. Is this a card I should keep? Yeah. Yep, makes sense. Okay, so your first pile for your tarot cards are the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords in reverse, and the Fool. Your oracle cards are Career and Owl. Good advice from a wise person. So someone in leadership is going to have a conversation with you that's based on information that they've heard from someone. And you should take heed to whatever this advice is. It's going to prepare you for some type of attempt to betray you or stab you in the back, in which whoever this is will get exposed and feel guilty and apologize for it. This could involve a woman and like a younger male that's under that woman, or a masculine woman under that woman. You're looked at as somebody that's attractive, independent, always in new projects, always into something new, very busy, but you're envied as well. And someone on your level or higher than you is going to give you some advice, and just know it's based off the gossip that they heard. Your second pile is the Magician in reverse and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Oh, sorry. The Magician in reverse talks about manipulation, low self-esteem. The Eight of Cups is in reverse, and it talks about coming back to a place that you left, maybe because you don't have no other choice or something like that. Your oracle card is bird flying, news on the way. So there's gossip about you, people trying to build relationships with you so they can get other people in the company. So they feel like you have a pull, in the sense where you have enough power to where you can put in a good word for somebody to get their job back or get a new job or something like that. The news on the way is someone asking you for a favor in this magnitude. Your third pile is this: Four of Cups, Ace of Wands in reverse, Wheel of Fortune, and Four Wands in reverse. This gossip, this tea is all about someone wanting to get you demoted or fired. They don't like how popular you are, how favored you are, how everything seems to go good for you from an opportunity standpoint, and they want to put that to an end. Somebody is meddling into your love life too. If you have a man, they're talking about that. If you don't have a man, they're talking about that. It's something to do with your love life they're meddling in. They want to know. Your oracle cards are wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. It's a woman too. Why am I hearing this Indian song? Don't laugh at me, but it got to be of significance. It has a lot of bass. I'm hearing it in my head. 1 year toya, 1 year toya, 1 year toya, 1 year toya, 1 year toya. That's what I'm hearing in my head. That's what I'm hearing in my head. So yeah, this is the person that's trying to come in between something, create a wedge between you and somebody else. And the reason why is Tower. Solid foundation, success with effort. You keep moving up and up and up and up and up, and it's pissing someone off more and more and more and more and more. And they're trying to find a way to stop it. 1 year toya. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know. Interesting tea, I must say. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much for booking with me. I sincerely wish you the best, and you have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye. Okay. Okay, it's 9. Okay, let's go to client number 7. All right, we're about halfway done. All right. Okay. 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 Well, wait a minute. Okay. I did. Yep, I did. Oh. Mm. All right, let's get started on client number 7. Hi, Star Trinity. How you doing? Thank you for joining. Okay. Client number 7, thank you so much for booking with me. I hope all is well. Let's get into your reading. You have 2 questions. You want to know if D could say anything to you. What would it be and why? Okay, let's see. If D could say anything to my client, what would it be and why? The Chariot, the back of the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the shadow side of the Knight of Cups. He wish he fought harder, tried harder. This person feels that they gave you a lot of burdens, or you had a lot of burdens, and they wish they would have did more to help you. They feel bad about mismanagement of money too, or valuing money and other things, putting other practical things before you. They made a mistake, invested in a person, place, or thing that was bad, and now they're chasing what they lost. Chasing some type of dream, chasing some type of something that they had in the past. They're chasing it. And it's linked to you. I don't know if they're chasing you or chasing what life used to be, but with the gained wisdom that they have now, there's regrets here. There's a lot of regrets here. Cancer, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Virgo, Cancer. We got Gemini here too. This person feels bad. They feel guilty about not stepping up, being there for you, or being more of an asset. They feel guilty in that way. That's the what and why. Let me pull some more cards. Oh, wait. What did this person do? God damn. All right. You have the back of the Page of Cups, the back of the Nine of Pentacles, the back of the Three of Wands, the Tower where a mask is being ripped in half by the thunder of God, and a chariot is breaking down in the water as the tower crumbles on top of it. The flame that comes from the lightning of God has took the form of a cross. You got the Nine of Cups and the back of the High Priestess. I don't know if this person has passed away or if there's some type of strong attachment that their astral body has to you. It's one or the other. This person has major regrets. They wish that they would have been more honest with you, more consistent, tried more. This person feels like you don't want to have nothing to do with them, or they're not in a position where they can fix it. There's still regrets and sadness here. This person is moody and broken from a spiritual level. And it's like they just had some type of revelation with the back of the High Priestess that makes them feel even worse. The Nine of Cups in this position is a card of being very selfish. There's a lot of sadness and regret. Like, now that they have the sense to do better, it's like they're not even in the position to do it. And they feel bad about it. We got Pisces, Virgo, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer. Good goodness. Let's see. We're going to pull some oracle messages for D. If this person had anything to say to you, what would it be and why? And then we're going to move on to the next question. Trickster, gossip, the primordial chaos. Goodness gracious, yeah. Reckoning. This person's spirit is crying out to you and God. They fucked up royally. Whoever this is, they messed up royally with you. You got trickster, gossip, the primordial chaos, and reckoning. It's like their spirit, as well as their higher self, is coming through. They said things, did things that they regret doing. They manipulated. They were deceptive with trickster here. They created some type of drama or disappointment for you, and they fear it coming back to them. Actually, their astral body knows that it's coming back. It might have already came. This is not going to end well. Some type of consequential karma from their past actions is coming to pay them a visit or has already arrived. And they know it. They know that this is going to happen. Good God. What does your spirit guides want you to know? What does spirit want you to know? What does my client's spirit guides want her to know right now? The Page of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the back of the Queen of Wands at that, the Queen of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the King of Pentacles, along with the Hangman, and the Fool is at the bottom of the deck. So you have someone watching you. It is a female that is going through something, and it is involving a third-party situation between a man and two women. One of the women feels very upset. They're left with a bunch of baggage or problems that they didn't get into by themselves, and this man is nowhere to be found. Focus on themselves. That's what I see. What else? Why is my client being watched? The Chariot, the Devil. Hold on, another card fell. The Chariot, the Devil, and the back of the King of Cups is clarifying the Page of Swords, which alludes to you being watched. There's some type of attachment, obsession in regards to you and a third party that y'all may have in common. I think this person is physically like spying on you. Like they may know where you live. This is not, I'm not getting strong like online vibes. It's like they could ride past your house or know where you work. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands. The Queen of Cups. Oh. Okay. I see what's going on. You're the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. You feel you were in a situation where you were loyal or committed to someone that didn't reciprocate thoroughly. There's still love there, but there's a third party keeping tabs on you in regards to this person that you love. That is also the reason for you being overwhelmed. There's no witchcraft or anything involved, but this is a third party situation. Why is this Fool here? Okay. You got I clarified the Fool and got the Page of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. You got the side of the Ten of Pentacles that talks about the Tower, which has came out in a previous read. But this card talks about how a man and a woman find themselves after getting out of a bad situation. And the message to this card is whatever tower you constructed for yourself or surrendered to, rest assured that what lies ahead will reward you 1,000 times over. You're leaving somebody behind for somebody much better. You're going to find out about a third party situation. Change your perspective. Sacrifice this relationship for your own happiness and standards and meet somebody better. You got a year, 1 to 3 years before this happens. Don't get yourself tied into like paperwork, contracts with this person, because you won't be with them long term. Anything else? I'm gonna pull one more spread. Anything else my client needs to know, Spirit? Thank you. The Eight of Pentacles. Damn. The Six of Wands. This is good. The Hierophant. The Six of Cups. I like this. You're going to reunite with someone you grew up with, went to school with, college with, or something like that. You're going to learn more about spirituality and decide a particular practice or religion to commit to and evolve into. And there's some type of promotion or level up coming with your job or however you earn your money. You're going to have more money coming in. Very good. That's what I have for you. I wish you the best. Thank you so much for booking with me, and you have a good day. Bye. All right. Client number 8. All right, let's go to client number 8. Okay. All right, number 8. Thank you so much for booking with me. I hope all is well. Let's get into your reading. You want to know what are your spiritual gifts? Okay. What are my clients' spiritual gifts? Interesting. Okay. This is very interesting. I'm not getting psychic, intuitive, mediumship, or anything ritualistic, but I am getting healing energy. And your healing energy is linked to the people that you love. Like, people that you love thrive when they're with you. And sometimes they may not appreciate that and think it's them, or may not even recognize who you are and how you bring good karma, good blessings in their life until you cut them off. And things start changing for the worse. They think they get arrogant. You got the Seven of Wands and Vice Versa Tarot. The Seven of Wands and Vice Versa Tarot talks about a slight elevation of status, enlarging someone's ego, exaggerated success. You got the back of the Page of Pentacles with the empty cornucopia. So this is likely somebody that didn't have money or didn't have the success or the things that they will acquire by being with you. And they're bad with money management too. This Wheel of Fortune is you. And I feel like, wait a minute, perhaps you are intuitive, but with the people that's close to you. Like if you don't have a relationship with them or some type of soul tie, you won't connect. At least at this time in your life, it just ain't gonna happen like that. This could involve a Sagittarius, a Taurus, an Aries, or a Leo, or even a Libra. You carry Empress energy and don't even know it. And I'm hearing this link to your past life. What else can you tell me about my clients' spiritual gifts? What else can you tell me about my clients' spiritual gifts? Yeah, it's I see. I see. I see. What came out for you is the King of Pentacles, and it makes sense with the energy that came out in your previous spread. This card talks about somebody that's very stable, somebody that's very practical and blessed when it comes to like practicality and earthly things. You're intuitive when it comes to people that are close to you, although you don't trust your intuition like you should, not all the time. And I'm not, I don't really get this message a lot, like maybe like once every other year or once a year or something like that, very rare. But you have like some type of earth angel quality to you, with a splash of Wheel of Fortune and a splash of justice on top of it. Your intuition will help you make really good business decisions in the future. And you have the gift of alchemy. You might be able to cook really, really good, but you're good with activating spices and herbs and different fruits and vegetables as ways to heal people, including yourself. In fact, perhaps you should start with yourself if you're not doing so already. That's what I see. What does your spirit guides want you to know right now? Let's see. Very interesting cards. It's linked to your spirituality. You have the Six of Cups that represents an offering being made at a 4-point crossroad. You have the Four of Discs that talks about a coconut falling from a coconut tree, which represents divination and ego. Doing things with pure intentions, without looking down on people. You have the Nine of Cups that talks about emotional and monetary prosperity. And you have the Page of Swords, where a woman has a book in her hand, in her lap, and she's taking notes. So your spirit guides want you to know that you're still learning, or you're about to go on some type of cycle where you're going to learn a lot about yourself, how the world works, how people work, how your gift works. You're going to learn about offerings, alchemy, and your intuitive gifts. You're stepping into a season where you'll be blessed monetarily, spiritually, and emotionally. Pay attention to your dreams and write down all your notes, or use a voice recorder. I'm hearing popcorn, popped in butter, real butter, no salt, no pepper, in a white bowl. A cup of black, dark, strong coffee in a white mug, white coffee mug. White rice, just boiled in water with some butter mixed up in it, and drizzle some honey on top. A shot of liquor, rum in particular, and a glass of tap water. It can be cold with or without ice. And you wear all white as well. You can go to any mystical shop and get a cleansing bath. You want to do that before you connect with your spirit guides, and I feel like this is your ancestors. Ask them to protect you until you learn how to protect yourself, and to reveal to you the truth when it comes to everybody around you, and watch how stuff change drastically. All right, that's what I have. Thank you so much for booking with me. I wish you the best, and you have a good night. Bye. Okay, we're on, I believe, client number 9 now. I'm going to step away and take a potty break, and I'll be back in like 3 minutes. All right, y'all. We back. Thank you so much for your patience. I had to give my cat a treat. It's going on 10 o'clock, and I give her a nighttime treat around that time. Okay. All right, let's get started on client number 9. I think we have, only 13 clients, so we about done. Okay, client number 9. Okay. Client number 9, thank you so much for booking with me. You want to know, what does your career look like for the next year? I usually don't do forecast. I don't do forecast readings for this segment because a lot of people participate. Um, but I'll make an exception for you this time. Okay. Can you hear me? I don't even have my microphone on. Were y'all able to hear what I said without my microphone on? I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna restart client number 9's question, just in case no one heard me. Okay, let's restart it. All right, client number 9, thank you so much for booking with me. You want to know what your career looks like for the next year? I don't do forecast readings for this segment, but I'll make an exception for you this time. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What does your career look like for the next year? Hmm. Hmm. This is interesting. So, based on the cards that I'm getting, you've been done wrong. You should have been got promoted or made more money or been of a higher rank because you have the knowledge, you have the expertise, and I'm hearing seniority. You have the seniority, and it's not happening. Your cards are the Three of Swords, the King of Wands, the Star, and the Fool. You're going to leave your job. You're going to ask for a promotion. Something's going to come up where it results in you knowing for a fact they're not going to pay you what you're worth. And that's going to motivate you to leave. It's going to motivate you to leave. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, you're showing up as the King of Wands and the Star. Not only do you have expertise, you have the seniority on top of the experience. There's really no reason for them to procrastinate with giving you this promotion or raise. You work with petty young people too. The Fool talks about being childish as well. Yeah. It keeps alluding to the same thing. Client number 9, you got deals, sales, bargains on top of a laptop. To me, the way that the cards are looking, it's like they're lowballing you. You may get like a small pay increase that's barely noticeable staying with this company. If something's going to trigger you with how they handle you in a situation at work, and you're going to quit. Your next oracle card is interviewing, promotions. Two things I see happening here. And it's a small possibility, but I feel like you leaving is what's going to happen. But there is a possibility that they can make you an offer after you give them your 2 weeks notice. After you give them your 2 weeks notice, they may try to match or attempt to match what the other job is offering you, or close to it. But it seems like it's just a time for a change in your career, a new atmosphere, new ambiance, new co-workers, a better, more productive environment that pays you better, where you feel good about getting up, going to work. You could be in the legal field or the medical field. Anything else my client needs to know about her career in the next year? I think that's the gist of it, to be honest. And I know a lot of you guys value time, but I value accuracy more. And sometimes everybody's life is different. And I'm not really seeing much here. Gears, watch, and gold. Yep. Yeah, Gears talks about you having a secure job. I don't see them firing you, but it looks like you're going to take time off to interview with other people and end up coming back, giving them a 2 weeks notice. And you may be able to negotiate, or they may attempt to negotiate a rate with you, but I don't know if doesn't look like you should take it, to be honest. You got waiting period, divine timing, seize the moment, it's time to profit with watch. This card talks about temp work and being laid off. I don't think you're being laid off at all. They need you at the job. They value your work ethic. They do value your work ethic, but not enough to pay you what you deserve. Something about their vibe makes me feel like they got the upper hand. Like, you're not going to say much because you need this job and you've been working there for so long. They feel like they got you where they want you. Your last card is gold for solid finances, investing, integrity, baking, long-term position, and satisfying work. Your next job may be the job you retire from. And you're making more money at that job too. Is there anything else you want my client to know concerning her career in the next year? House, marriage, and courthouse. Your lifestyle is leveling up because you're going to get a new job and sign a contract with a new employee. And you need to brace yourself. It may be a situation come up, if you pay attention closely and take notes that are valued in court. of some things that happen at your job. You may have a lawsuit on your hands. You may have some type of lawsuit or some type of evidence where you can present it to the legalities. It's concerning your job. There's the politics at your job are so toxic. But if you play your cards right, you could benefit from that and sue their ass. That's what I have. I wish you the best, sincerely. Thank you for booking with me, and you have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye. Okay. Client number 10. So after this client, we have 3 more clients, and we're done. Okay. All right. Client number 10, thank you so much for booking with me. I hope all is well. Let's get into your reading. Your question is, any guidance from your spirit guides? Let's see. Oh my God. I got bad allergies, y'all. I hate it. Okay. What cards do I want to use? And I'll use the Kipper. Okay. And the Kipper. All right. What guidance does my client spirit guides have for him? There's a deity. I cannot recollect this deity's name, but they come off as, they look Asian to me, Chinese or something, with a man bun and a high-end gown with different sewings and designs on them, red and white. He has a man bun, and he's in a meditative, like, lotus pose, like what they do for yoga. That may be one of your spirit guides, or you may get an interaction with this deity at some point. Interesting. You may have a past life or ancestry linked to that deity. What guidance does my client's spirit guides have? We get, okay, that's it. Fusinity, the sacred sword, and celebration. You got good news coming that's going to help you accomplish a big goal. I don't know if it's in regards to finances or a business. Your ancestors are celebrating you in some way. Sacred sword. The sacred sword. Spirit, can you clarify vicinity? Vicinity? Oh. King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the World, the Empress, and the Four of Wands. It's the shadow side of the Four of Wands. But the shadow side of the Four of Wands and vice versa tarot talks about getting out of a situation where you feel trapped, where you don't have to pretend to be happy or pretend to be satisfied or go along to get along. You could be frustrated or on the borderline of being fed up about a situation that they're about to deliver you from. It's linked to your job. It's linked to a business, your finances in some way. And then the Hierophant makes me think of that deity I saw in my third eye with the man bun and wearing a robe that looked royal, looked regal, with red and white, primarily the colors, and different stitchings. Hold on. Two things I need to Google. Vicinity, and the man with the man bun. Hold on. Okay. This word means the natural capacity and physical potential to produce offspring, crops, or new ideas in abundance. It's given the Empress energy. It's talking about your finances, your lifestyle improving. Yeah, this could also talk about you having a child on the way, but with the King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Celebration card, Sacred Sword, the Empress, and the World coming out. Something that you're working on or will be working on in the future, like in the immediate future, is going to bring you wealth. I mean, like generational wealth. Now, I need to figure out, let me see, Chinese deity with a man bun. Man bun on head. Damanhur, DAMANHUR. That's Delta, Alpha, Mary, Alpha, Nancy, Hero, Unicorn, Romeo. It's a God who writes the future. It's a sorry. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Fuzi can take on the form of a dragon or a man with a snake tail, which often intertwines with that of Nuwa to present the alchemical and divine union of masculine and feminine. Yeah. It's looking like you may have a child on the way, and B, lots of money coming in. You being blessed in some way, and the spirits are already celebrating it in the spiritual realm. You're moving or doing something on a global scale, having a child, and building some type of wealth that cannot be taken from you. It's with the sacred sword, that talks about protection as well. Can you look up that person? Let me look. I'll put the link in the chat. I feel like this is important. What? I'm hearing he likes BTS. He likes BTS. You're the cause of my euphoria. You're the cause of my euphoria. I guess I'll put that in there too. Hold on. Interesting. That's the Euphoria song. Let's see. Okay. Chinese deity that wears a man bun to chi, I think. The man bun wearing culture hero of Chinese mythology. Fuji is one of the most important cultural heroes and one of the earliest legendary rulers, often depicted with the human head and serpent's body. He is credited with bringing order to humanity after the chaos of the primordial world. Alongside is his sister/wife, Nuwa. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put this in a link too. Copy and paste. And there you go. Interesting. You just never know what you're going to pick up on. Okay. Let's get back into your reading. More guidance from my client spirit guides, please. I keep seeing that same deity with the man bun, wearing red and white, hands like this, and there's a big bright light inside of it. Yeah. You're going through some type of rebirth like the phoenix here. It's like a rebirth, reborn, death, reincarnation, metaphorically speaking, where basically it represents new life, a new start. You starting over and doing things the right way. You're going to have help, guidance, and be surrounded by people that have good advice and can help you out at times where you need it. Wise people. Ace of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles, where it talks about you having a real good idea, a good endeavor that you're working on, but you're waiting for it to give you the rewards from your effort. Time may tell, but it's time to start working on a plan B, and you're going to get help with that plan B, and it's going to turn into money, a new start, and possibly a child. The child could represent like a new beginning too. Yeah. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Last deck. You are the cause of my euphoria. You are the cause of my euphoria. Take my hand now. You are the cause of my euphoria. The next chapter in your life is leading you to developing an intimate, not romantically intimate, but a very close, dedicated relationship with a spirit guide. And I'm telling you, it feels like the spirit deity I'm seeing with the man bun, telling you, and the fact that it's a human on top and serpentine body at the bottom, that represent transformation, wealth, fertility, and change. Be ready for this. I'm hearing no matter how prepared you get, it's still going to catch you off guard. You're not going to be ready. I cannot make this up. Look what came out. Sudden wealth. You've been working on something when it comes to like the next level in life, your finances, the future, longevity, and spirit is helping you with that. What you don't see at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming is theft. Clarify that, please. Courtship. Who is this? False person and gift. It's somebody that's in your circle right now that's untrustworthy. I don't know if you work with them, but they're close in spaces where the information that they know could harm you if they use it against you. It's a false person. Is this somebody that you're in a relationship with or interested in? This could be somebody that you help too with gift. Courtship is usually a romantic relationship. Be careful. Take it slow with your love interest or somebody that you could already be involved with, because they're not sincere. They will choose money or come up over you in their relationship. That may be hard to hear, but this is what I'm seeing. 17th, the 8th, the 4th, and the 24th could be significant, as well as Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Libra, Taurus, Virgo. Those signs could be significant. Yeah. So sorry about that. It's like the video froze and I had to reconnect. I got kicked out in some way and I was able to reconnect and resume with the reading. So sorry about that. But number 10, the video froze as soon as I finished with your reading. So you didn't miss anything. I think it messed up when I said, and that's all I have. And it started spinning. So we're all set. I just wanted you to know that. God bless you. Thank you so much for booking with me. I wish you the absolute best and have a good night and enjoy the rest of your weekend. So we have client 11, 12, and 13, and we are all set. Number 11, thank you so much for booking with me. I hope all is well. Let's get into your reading. Where are you currently at spiritually when it comes to breaking generational curses? Okay, I'm going to give you some insight on where you currently stand spiritually and if you had anything to do with who you mentioned in your backstory, you know. All right. The spirit guides of love and light. Where does my client stand spiritually? In general, and when it comes to breaking generational curses. Okay, so the three cards I have from the Patakis of the Orisha is the King of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Page of Wands. You're learning how to do that now. You're in the beginning stages, but you will grow into this King of Swords like energy when it's all said and done. You're learning how to stand up for yourself, set boundaries, and become more emotionally intelligent and think from a logical standpoint versus an emotional one. So, yeah. You did the right thing with the Five of Swords here. It's a depiction of Oya stealing the thunder, lightning, and fire from Shango. She put some of his power in a bag and kept it for herself. This is not to say Oya is wrong or anything for what she did, but the Five of Swords is a greedy, manipulative, win at all cost type of energy. And it represents the people in your backstory on how they're all about themselves. And you shouldn't take it personally, knowing how it is, just treat them accordingly because that's how it is. Yep. Tell me more about where my client stands spiritually, especially when it comes to the work that she's done. The King of Cups. At least you're sincere. The Page of Disc, another page, and the Five of Disc. Your ancestors are inviting you to connect with them, and they'll guide you to other spirits that can help you level up the rest of the way. You are sincere about the workings that you do. You are gifted and will become better over time. They want you to work on your emotional intelligence because as you grow spiritually through the work that you're doing and the work that you're doing on yourself, as well as the spiritual work, you don't want to develop an ego or be emotionally unstable to the point where you're hexing everybody that say or do anything to every little thing towards you. Because it could bring bad luck on yourself, abusing the powers that be. Now, let's see. Does my client work that she mentioned in her backstory have anything to do with the family members that she mentioned in her backstory's circumstance? The Seven of Cups, the Hangman, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, but this person had it coming anyway. So what happened to her and what's happening to her is part of her paying a karmic debt for how she really is. And what you did is like a sugar on top, because you are not sugar, a cherry on top, because you're like an empath. People suck you dry, your energy. So the right time, you did something in divine order, divine timing, right when they were setting the record straight with her. When you did your, spiritual work to protect yourself or whatnot, it was right at the right time where they was setting the record straight with her. So yes and no, it has something to do with you. It has something to do with you, like you didn't cause it, but at the same time, it has something to do with you in the sense of you being connected to that energy to the point you understood the assignment and did what you had to do to cover yourself, which is really good. Let me see. Where that was weird. But number 11, let's move forward. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is why the live keeps going off. These buttons on the side of this mouse, every time I hit them, it kicks me out the live. So I have to be more mindful to not hit those buttons. You heard the first second. Okay. Yeah, so I was finishing up on a spread. I'm still pulling cards on where you are spiritually. I'm so sorry. Spirit guides of love and light. Where does my client stand spiritually when it comes to her breaking ancestral patterns in her bloodline? Oh, wow. Ooh-wee. Yeah, you're the one for sure. I don't want you to think that things are going to change overnight, but they start to change with you. Definitely. You got the Queen of Pentacles, Justice, the Emperor, the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Magician, and the Ten of Wands. Yeah. The path that you're on is supported by your spirit guides, and you're going to grow to be very into, it's like you're going to be a one-stop shop with the psychic, intuition, divination part of it, as well as the altar work part of it. In like 10 years, you're going to be one of the best out here. It's part of your destiny. You have an ancestor on your father's side that's very fond of you. And there's a woman on your father's side that's fond of you too. Right now, you're this page, but You're a powerful page. They just want to make sure that you're brought up the right way so you don't do anything to hinder your growth or receive some type of karmic justice for letting your gifts go to your head. People are so egotistical. They say that they won't do this and they won't do that, but the moment they start seeing things go in their favor and they start seeing their manifestations hitting, their spiritual work hitting, they start forgetting, and thinking that they're God. The bad magician with no morals have some of the worst endings, and they're trying to stop you from going there. The way that the generational curses are gonna break is with you and like your children and people that come after you. You won't be able to control another person's fate, but you'll be able to set the record straight from starting with you and going forward with your descendants. I hope that makes sense. That's what I have. Thank you so much for booking with me. I sincerely wish you the best, and you have a good night and enjoy your weekend. Bye. Number 12 now. All right. Number 12. Thank you so much for booking with me. I hope all is well. Let's get into your reading. What are O's current feelings and intentions towards you? And what's the likely outcome of the situation? Okay. What are person whose name will go by as O feelings for my client? This is very interesting. O thinks that you are smart, a little closed off, and you don't trust him. O knows that you have fears of being abandoned, cheated on, and juggled. O is also scared as hell of you in a spiritual sense. You got the back of the high priestess and the magician. O feels like if something don't go right, you gonna put his ass in a jar or her in a whoever O is, they gonna end up in a jar or something. They might end up hexed or something like they feel like O feels like you know some stuff that's on the witchy warlock side, witchcraft side, and if they do the wrong thing, you're gonna fuck them up. That's what O is thinking. We got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Aries, Gemini, and Aquarius. Libra is here also. I'm going to pull some oracle cards to see how else O feels about you. Can you give me more cards from this oracle deck on how O feels about my client, please? Big break, career turning point, Major opportunity, life-changing moment. This is it. Rebound. Influencer status. Glow up and on red. At the bottom of the deck, breaking cycles. Yeah, he feels like you'll do this to him. Your O feels like you're on your way to doing something with your life, being successful. Perhaps you have a good job, or yeah, like you're moving up in the company, or you're in school. Maybe you work and go to school. You come off as being very ambitious. O is also feeling like this may be something that you find convenient but temporary with rebound. O may think that, they're a rebound with temporary comfort, avoiding loneliness, quick replacement, just to forget. So O doesn't know for sure if they're being taken serious. Then you got influencer status, social recognition, online pain, not pain, online fame, power to influence, swipe up. I'm sorry, I had to sneeze. Let's see. Why is influencer status here? It's not influencer status from a social media standpoint, like the card implies, but when I clarified influencer status, I got blind date, surprise meeting, unexpected chemistry, awkward introductions, could be love or disaster. You guys have a lot in common. This person values your feedback, your opinion, and likes the way you think about things. So you influence them in that way. You also have glow up, self improvement, finding your confidence, personal transformation, better than ever. This person sees you glowing up, but you make them want to do better with their life as well. They feel like they're catching you in the beginning stages of a huge, like, come up, a level up. And they're afraid that once you get your business, get your promotion, get your degree, you're going to cut them off. The next card is on red. Ignored messages, waiting anxiously, no replies. Maybe they're just busy. This person knows you've been through some things too. You got breaking cycles, ending harmful patterns, freedom from repetition, new beginnings. It stops with me. So this person admires you for working on yourself. You motivate them to be better and do better too. Okay. What is the likely outcome for my client and O's situation? Damn. Are you serious? Okay, you got the Six of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the back of the Queen of Wands, where this person is overwhelmed, busy, have a lot going on, and starting to feel entangled in their own responsibilities. And you have the World, and you have the Tower, where there's a mask being split in half by the lightning of God. Goodness gracious. And in other words, he's gonna fuck this up. O is gonna fuck it up because O doesn't know how to. O doesn't know how to grow with you. okay, right now it's at an admirable stage where this person admires you, but over time it's going to be more competitive energy. That motivative energy that this person has right now is going to grow into something more low vibrational because they keep comparing their life, their money, their success, and their goals to you and yours. Seed of resentment and jealousy. Yeah. Because it's going to happen after you accomplish something big with the world here, whether it's a graduation, a promotion, but it's something along the lines of you leveling up. Right now, it's genuine. Their feelings are genuine and sincere. But their dreams and their goals won't be realized as fast as yours, and they're going to be discouraged and jealous about that and a little bit depressed about it. They're going to give up and wear a mask as if everything's okay. But it's not. That mask is going to fall off by the will of God, as this is a major arcana. And what I like about this spread, even though this person is going to sink instead of swim with you, their energy doesn't affect your forward movement. That's what I like about it. Their change of energy doesn't affect your forward movement. You may end up being one of this person's biggest regrets. I'm sorry. It was going good. It was going good. Give me more on the potential outcome of this situation between my client and O. Okay. Inner child, trigger. I did get hidden agenda, but I'm being led to leave it alone. I'm going to focus on what came out, which is triggered. Emotional reactions, unresolved wounds, facing past hurts. Why does this bother me? What do you think they're talking about in the card when it says, why does this bother me? Your success is going to bother this person and make them feel like you're leaving them behind. And it's like they're not really disappointed in you. They're disappointed in themselves. And the moves that you make, the way that you climb up the ladder and evolve, they're going to reflect on that and be disappointed in themselves. And it's linked to their inner child, thus the Six of Cups is here. Healing childhood wounds, reconnecting with joy, playfulness, restored, return to innocence. They need to heal something from before you. And your success and the way that you'll surpass them success-wise is going to trigger them and take them back to a place like that in their childhood. We got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Aries, Cancer. Good Lord. Let's see. Oh, that was your only question. All right, that's what I have. I'm so sorry. And thank you for your well wishes. I missed y'all too. And I'm happy to be back as well. Thank you. Have a good night. All right. Last but definitely not least, client number 13. After this reading, it'll wrap up our segment. Okay. Okay. Marlena, thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Okay. Let's get started on client number 13. Let me get the timestamp together. Okay. All right, number 13. Thank you so much for booking with me. I hope all is well. Let's get into your reading. You have 3 questions. Thank you. I got you intrigued and you're curious, married and pregnant. Oh, which was also predicted by me and your current partner whom have a kid with. You want to know if your partner is cheating on you. Okay. You want to know. Is my client's partner cheating on her? Is your partner cheating on you? Okay, I got the Hermit, Temperance, 2 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 4 of Cups, Judgment, and the Page of Cups. The bonus card is the 10 of Swords. We got Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio, and Cancer here. It's implying inconsistently, yes. Inconsistently, this person does cheat. They recently felt guilty about cheating and cut a situation off. It's like this person is starting to, I don't know, feel guilty about it. Feel guilty as hell. This side of the Hermit has the moon, and it has a red dog and a white dog with a golden egg and a crab on the ground, standing up under the Hermit. This side of the card talks about secrets coming out and how people have the choice to live a life without the pursuit of wisdom, but your person is smarter than that. So it's alluding to put it in layman terms, I fucked up. I'm going to stop before I get caught. And I know better. Even though I haven't done better, I know better now, so I'm going to do better. This person loves you. And whoever they was dealing with, it wasn't like an emotional affair. It was just physical. And there's a golden egg here. There's a golden egg here with a child, where a man, woman, and child, where the woman is holding a golden egg, which represents children, wealth, blessings, things like that. They're standing in a graveyard with 3 coffins and grave sites opened up as if they've been born again. Damn. Your person wants to start over and has made an effort to do that before anything is found out. It's like they were doing something with another person, and after doing it, they felt bad and stopped. And this seems to be something that's done intermittently in spurts. Let's see. What is going on? You know what? This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Give me 1 second. And get my T deck out. No, that ain't gonna fit. Put it here. Put that there. Okay. What's the T on my client's partner that he would prefer she doesn't know about? Yeah. 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 Okay. What's at the bottom of the deck? Keeping a promise. Yeah. He stepped out and it's linked to like a health condition, perhaps pregnancy. Like, seems like he might cheat at times, like maybe like when you're on your cycle, but I strongly get like a vibe of like when you're pregnant. You got anger management, setting the record straight, betrayal, deceit, backstab, traitor, not to be trusted, falling apart, falling into pieces, all torn up. You got game over, and at the bottom of the deck, keeping a promise. This is a man kissing his wife's forehead, holding a ring up so she can put it on her hand. So this person, your person, struggles with fidelity, knowing that he has a woman of value that he doesn't want to be separated from. He tries very, very hard to control his urges, and after the fact, he feels guilty. He just set the record straight and cut things off with whoever he was dealing with because of you, because he wants to be better for you. Keeping a promise. That's what he's keeping from you. How does my client's partner feel about her at this very moment? This is really interesting. I want you to think back on something. Have you said something that made your partner panic or be scared? There's been some type of miscommunication where your partner almost told on themselves. Listen to the cards that just came out. False alarm, exaggerated panic, unnecessary drama, overreaction to minor events, much ado about nothing. Your body language or something that you said at some point in the past made this person straighten up and cut ties with someone because they felt that you were figuring something out. You asked a question, you said something that made this person feel like, oh shit, I need to stop before this shit get out of control. Then the next card you have is brand new, fresh beginnings, reinventing yourself, new ventures, watch me shine. Yeah, this person does not want to fuck nothing up with you. Spirit, how likely is my client's partner to cheat again? spilled tea, crossroads, and you got false alarm at the bottom of the deck again. Oh, he's gonna do it again, and he's gonna get caught. If you don't see it with your own two eyes, someone close to him is going to expose him. Spilled tea is all about secrets exposed, gossip spreading, leaked information. Oops, it's out. I'm sorry. And then you got crossroads, important choices, life-changing decisions. Choose wisely. Your next step matters. You may find out, and that may be the end of y'all relationship, and it's going to change the trajectory of his life in a negative way. For real. Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. Let me give you advice on this. I know it's touchy. I know it's touchy. Advice is strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. You know what it makes me think about? The energy that I picked up on earlier. He don't have like any emotional ties to the people that he deal with. I did say something about it being only physical. I forgot the words, the verbiage I used, but it's confirming what came out already. What else? Rejection, support, forgiveness. Rejection. This rejection is actually divine protection. So he cut a connection off just in time before, like, anything could have happened to jeopardize you or him. You got support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. Forgiveness, forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. The spirits are saying he's likely to cheat again and you catch him. But when you do, try to like do counseling about it. Get him to commit to a recovery plan. It seems like although he's likely to cheat again, he's gonna eventually like grow out of this. Counseling or some type of therapy would help him get to the root cause of why he's doing what he's doing, knowing good and God well that he loves you and the life that y'all have built together. Okay. Okay. Okay, got you. Is this the same person from your last reading that's gonna start not helping you? Okay. You got the Ace of Cups, the shadow side of the Hangman, shadow side of Justice, the back of the High Priestess, the Two of Wands, Ace of Cups, Judgment, Two of Swords, and the Two of Cups. Yes, this is the same person, but it's not like they're neglecting you from a financial standpoint. it's like neglecting you when it comes to like being around, missing certain moments, not being physically there. You're going to have to do a lot of stuff on your own. Like, at this person won't be able to help you out with chores or help you out with certain things that are just as important as money. You're going to feel like the connection is slipping because this person is barely around and missing out on a lot of stuff that happens at home. You're psychic too. You're strongly intuitive though. You're way more intuitive than you are psychic, but you do have that ability. Your intuition is going to guide you towards the truth. You're going to know this with your own two eyes. You're going to have proof. But no, this person isn't abandoning you from a financial standpoint, but you're going to feel abandoned from a physical and an emotional standpoint because this person is never home. That's how it's going to feel after you have the child. What's changing between my client and her spouse, partner, after she delivers their child? The King of Cups. Yeah, this is all emotional. Yeah. The King of Cups, Nine of Cups, Two of Cups, the Two of Wands, and Judgment. You're going to feel lonely and emotionally neglected in some way. You're going to feel like a detach between y'all two and distance between y'all two. The Two of Wands is about traveling, plotting, planning, moving around. There's going to be some type of emotional drought in the connection after the child. Is this linked to like postpartum depression? Is this linked to postpartum depression? No. Nope. Your intuition is going to guide you towards the truth and everything about it. This High Priestess came out again. Okay, let's go to your next question. You know what? I'm going to throw in there. Does my client need to know anything about her other children's fathers? Does she need to know anything else about the other kid's father? Is it one or both? Both are about to come into some money, or their lifestyle or financial circumstances are about to change. What does this mean for her? Oh, God. I see. You can expect those baby daddies to be petty. They're jealous of you. They're jealous of your marriage. The Empress is married and pregnant. The Empress just came out. Like I said, the Empress is not only married and pregnant, but well off, financially stable, financially taken care of. Next time you see them, they're going to try to do little things, monetarily speaking, for the children to show you that, they have some improvements in their life. They're doing better. To be petty. These baby fathers compete with you with the Five of Swords. Very jealous. It's more so of a stunt that says, look at me. I got something going on too. Look at me. I'm not broke no more. I got something steady going on in my life too. Something like that. Like, you're not the only person that's stable. You're not the only person that's winning. Look at me. I'm winning too. It's real petty energy. Your last question. Financially speaking, will your current job place offer you a livable job wage, or is this just a stepping stone? Okay, let's see. What's to come financially speaking with my client's current place of employment? Yeah. You have the choice to leave, but I do see you making more money and getting promoted. Something about your work ethic or whatever a situation is going to give you recognition. You're going to step up in some way and think like a leader or think creatively out the box that's going to impress leadership. Something behind the manager or supervisor's back, you're going to do something at a time where the supervisor was unaware or couldn't get to it or couldn't step in. You're going to take the initiative and step in and make a real good choice that's going to make the supervisor dote on you like, wow, how did she know to do that? Okay, I can trust this person. So when I turn my back and I can't be there, I don't have to stop what I'm doing to save the day. Number 13 can step in and take care of that shit for me. This is somebody that I wouldn't mind promoting. Ace of coins. This is somebody that I wouldn't mind, making our source of truth, or, this is somebody reliable. The 6 of wands, being recognized, getting recognition. Did you hear what number 13 did? Yeah, number 13 stepped up and did such and such, and I could continue going about my day and doing what I needed to do. Number 13 wrote a report, let me know, what happened, how it happened, why it happened, and how it got fixed, and it's done. I ain't got to worry about that shit. Number 13 got it. It's going to be something like that. So you'll move up in your job. Ace of Pentacles is all about stability and an opportunity. The 6 of wands is like you being known for something. So not only it's like you're going to build a reputation at work where people go to you for certain expertise in certain things because you have that knowledge base to get it done. And it's going to happen at a time where nobody else can step in, or you're going to take initiative. It's going to happen where you make a choice or make a suggestion, step in and do some things that usually the manager would tell the team to do or something like that. It's going to show that you've been paying attention and listening, and it's going to make the supervisor dote on you, period. I'm going to should I use, hold on, these, no, yeah, okay. I'm going to use these cards. What else can you tell my client in regards to her current position at work, her current situation at work? What's to come? I can't make it up. I cannot make it up. You can rewind that, slow motion it, slow it down. This the only card that came out, and this the only damn card that matter. Period. Interviewing, promotion. You're gonna move up. Period. You'll stand out first, and then you'll move the hell up. And that's all she wrote. That's it. When the messages become repetitious like that, repetitive, no. That's what it is. Don't matter what deck we use. Look, didn't I tell you that was gonna happen? And the oracles confirmed it. They're gonna move up. So your current position and state of employment is your stepping stone. And you will climb up from this point on. Congrats. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much for booking with me. I wish you the best. And I hope that I didn't piss you off with your reading. But I don't like sugarcoating stuff. And that's very realistic. Like, you're not the only person that goes through that. And I feel like nobody's perfect. And at least this person will try to change and turn it around. Some people just need help doing shit. Some people's spouses just never grow, never evolve, and don't even care to. So, all right. God bless you. Thank you for booking with me, and have a good evening. And that officially concludes our segment, y'all. Thank you so much for joining. And I will see you tomorrow for some zodiac sign readings, which are way overdue. So, love you. Mwah. Good night. Have a good evening, weekend. See you tomorrow. Bye.